Hi, Kevin Yoder here with the Yoder team and another episode of KevinYoder.tv. We have a very special video today. The topic is, are you eligible for a refund? The refund is for the state transfer tax for sellers who are eligible. And we'll discuss today who's eligible, what requirements you need, what are the requirements of getting the refund, and all the paperwork associated with acquiring your refund. Now, before we get into details of that, I want to remind you again of a couple key links on this video blog. One is a free market snapshot. If you're a seller who's considering selling your home and you're just not quite ready yet, or you are ready, this is going to give you a great insight as far as what homes are selling for in your neighborhood. It's not a market, it's not an appraisal or a market analysis. Those are detailed, drilling down to your home specific value, and we can do that for you, of course. This is more of a snapshot, a helicopter view of all sales activity in your area. The second one is a free home search. This is a place where you can go if you're looking to buy a home and you want to know what real estate agents have access to. All access, all MLS listings by clicking the link and going to the free home search page. So please take a look at those. I think you'll find great value in it. So the video today is called, Are You Eligible for a Refund? Great news. Some recent home sellers in Michigan are eligible for a refund of the state transfer tax they paid when closing on the sale of their home. This could mean a big refund for many folks because the state transfer tax equals approximately 0.75% of the sales price. So for a $275,000 home, you could have paid over $2,000 in transfer tax at the time of your closing. The exemption itself was designed to protect sellers conducting sales in declining or depressed real estate markets, which was the case in West Michigan from 2006 until about 2012. We had a 6-year span of declining values. So the question is, how do you know if you qualify for the refund? According to the application, which I have in my hand, and I'm going through this process right now for my own home, so I do qualify. There are two primary criteria for qualifying for the refund. Number one, if you sold your home when the property's SEV, which is the assessed value, was less than when you bought it. So your home's SEV must have been less when you sold it than when you bought it. Number two, it must have been your primary residence. So 100% principal residence exemption status. This could not have been a rental property or a second home or a lake home. So if you meet these criteria, you may request the refund of the transfer tax by filling out the application with the State of Michigan Department of Treasury. Now, we've embedded the application link for you below to make it easy for you to obtain this. Now, in addition to filing this form, sellers must submit documentary evidence to support the requested refund. The required documentation is listed right on the application, but I'll list them for you briefly here. I just went through this process, so I'm very familiar with the documents that are required, and I actually have them ready, and I'm going to mail mine out in the next 2 days. So, number one, proof that you paid the transfer tax. So get a copy of your recorded deed, which you should have received shortly after closing on your home. I did, and I just located it. I filed this stuff away on the top of it, so it's going to have a little stamp. So if you don't have it, contact your local register of deeds. The recorded deed actually has a real estate transfer tax stamp on the top of it with the exact amount paid to the state, so you'll know the amount. Number two, proof of date of purchase and the SEV in the year of purchase. So what you'll need is your HUD closing statement. At the time, up until recently, it was called a HUD closing statement. For the date of proof of purchase, you can obtain the proof of SEV from your tax authority's website. Number three, you need a proof of date of sale and the SEV in the year of sale. So you get the SE information from the tax authority site that I just mentioned. The proof of the sales price is number four. This will be from your HUD closing statement on the sale of the home. Lastly, the form must be filed within 4 years and 15 days from the date of the sale of the property. So a quick legal disclaimer, I'm not intending to provide you with accounting, tax, or legal advice. So please read the application carefully and make sure that you provided all the supporting documentation. There may be penalties if you submit a request for a refund but do not qualify for the refund. I hope this really gets you a good head start in the right direction and takes some of the confusion away from the process of getting your refund. And if you think you're entitled to this tax refund, get started today. There's quite a few documents required, so just plan it out and include all those documents in there. If you have any questions for me, just post a response to this video blog or call me at 942-2449. And until next time, this is Kevin Yoder with the Yoder team. I hope you found this video blog to be of massive value.